Alright, it's me, Mr. Midship, and I'm going to put the side cover, generator side cover on my GSXR 600, and let's turn the light on. Yeah, that's the first thing. That's kind of, listen, doesn't make much of a difference, does it? And the sun's out too. Now let's turn this, oh geez, it must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Must be about 200 LED camera lens light, you know. On top of mini shoe, which I had to get a regular shoe adapter to put on top of the mini shoe, because what is a mini shoe? Look anywhere, they don't even sell lights for them. I don't know what that's about. See, now look, that's the camera light, because you know why? It's coming from the side, not from the ceiling. So that's why a lot of these guys break stuff. You too. You're doing what's called I call the brow technique. So let's get that out of the way. And look, we can really up the power. See that? That's really nice. And then on top of that, we have one of these LED flashlights with the strobe. And we also have a headlamp on. Look. Watch. See? The headlamper. Yeah. What's the headlamp? I'm not kidding you. I got it once to change the tires on my the chains on my tires, like in the snow, in the middle of the storm. That's why, because I got both hands in with the headlamp, and it's much easier than holding the flashlight and trying to put chains on, really. Make a video and show me how you do that. I get good laughs out of this stuff. So let's continue on before I forget what I'm doing. First of all, let's discuss some other personal problems we have. Make sure you copy one of these. You'll see they're right in the online anywhere. Everybody's allowed to have them. It's not like the Honda division where they hide all these schematics from you. The guy asked me, where do I get them? Dude, where I got the schematics from my Honda, you can't even get them now. You know how they do that on the internet. They just get right in there and shut you down for selling stuff. But see these right here? Where they're from? Yeah, China. Chinese gaskets, look. Freaking like $2 a piece, and they're far superior than, guess what? These are the Americano gaskets. Let's do a comparison. Look. Just hold them right here on this tip here, see? And hold this one now, look. They also have this like special glue in them, and these here cost like 3 times as much. Cheap paper, American made. But like I said, I got this here, and the washer here was missing, so I had to take it apart again. So these is what I did. I put both of them right in there, and I didn't know it. So there was a mistake. I did have to take it all apart. See that? And inside here's like a roller cage, see? Neat, and I mean, this stuff is precision made. And I tell you something else, it takes me 10 times as long to put it together when I make a video than if I just sit here and hum to myself and put it together. But what I was scared mostly is one of these washers got stuck in here. See, and if that happened, I was really scared. So make sure you have this, everything. It's all the schematics for the whole bike, so you can't screw up. So what we did here is we glued this with silicone glue, see? And right here we put a little silicone, because see, the stretch is a little bit stretchier. Oh, right around here we put the silicone too. Yep. And now I also bought one of these aftermarket ones from China. They're junk. So don't sit there and go, well, no, that's a bullshit. That's an outright lie. Don't listen to these people. They're sick in the head. The aftermarket cases that you buy from China, like for like $40 or junk, they can be fixed, but they have to be machined out in here to fit perfectly. and they have to be machined out in here to fit perfect again. You understand? Yes. And then up here there's another gasket, see? Wait a minute. This is the starter right here. There's another like rubber O-ring gasket. You want to take that off. It's like $1 or $2 and put a new one on. So what I did was I ordered a new washer just in case I didn't, but I did believe something was wrong. And when you order the washer, you can just call them up on the phone and quit your gibberish like you're on some kind of cell phone text message. All they want is you to get these schematics online from another bike dealer and write down the number right here. When you call them on the phone, you just say, I need part number 09181-12167. And you'll actually jumping. You'll go, wait a minute. Let me write that down. Again, what is it? 19181-1. And don't do that like the women do on the phone. 12167. 09181-12167. You know, and then it's like, you got to say it again anyway. So try to slow down like they do in the military when they talk to you and go 09181-12167. And as soon as you give him that, it doesn't matter what he sells. Harleys, Yamahas, Kawasaki's, it don't matter if he sells them all. He'll know exactly what brand, year, everything the part's for. That's what's so funny. He even told me that. He says, next time, would you just get the part number? You know, after I bug him enough with... I'm just as bad. I'm just telling you that I learned some things there, too, along the way. Make sure these gasket surfaces are freaking clean. See, before you stick this on. And this needs to be, like, glued in. And you'll notice that's about the only thing wrong with the aftermarket ones. So I'm going to reuse this gasket because you know what? It's very high quality. It's actually called a racing gasket. Yeah, I would consider it that because look, you can reuse it right away. And that's what racing's all about. I'd say so. So now, because of the power of the magnet in here, it's going to draw this thing all over the freaking place. So beware. Watch. And see how this is going right over here? That's what I mean. The other one, it'll just peel off these like rings off to this. So you want to like fit it together without putting this centerpiece in, because this is what makes it magnetic. The coil there. And then you just slip it on and she'll weird out all over the place. See that? That's because it weirded out. And is it lined up? Could be. Then I stick everything in these plastic bags. So save all your plastic bags, man. And I'm not one of these jerks telling you to do all this other shit. And he has like a, you know, $500,000 garage. No, none of that. This isn't even close to that. I also am using these stock ones. I put them in acid and I put them outside. And they are pretty semi-rust proof, but they're magnetic too. So I don't know if they're stainless steel or what, but they don't rust and they're much better than these socket cap jobs like this, which they give you with the slider. So we're going to install a slider too. Yes. A lot of people don't have one of these rubber mounts. That's the whole key to this whole thing. And if you see that video of me buying my first bike, you might want to look at that. I took this and took a dual action sander with 150 grit, that self-adhesive stuff on there, and just went, you know, it's like a polisher, but it's a sander. It's called a dual action. And it, I took all those scratches. He laid this whole bike on this whole cover. It's the same one that was in here. See, and then you can hit it with that. So make sure you have one of these. And then I repainted it with this Duplicolor heat resistant stuff. And look at that. I really got a nice finish there. Wouldn't you say? I mean, there was some really ripped scratches down here at the bottom. So what he wants him to do is, see, that was the ticket. That's why nothing's working. See, we needed to take the flashlight out and look behind it with all this lovely lighting coming from the ceiling. This light from the camera, it blinds me just like that does to you. But you're not going to admit to it. Damn if you'd admit to anything. And yes, I did stick it in the wrong. This thing right here. Just somehow when it's on the bike, it just goes together wrong. But I'm showing you how I recover all the time. Instantly recovering. Isn't that what it's all about? Well, that's what they seem to say. See, we've got them all seated. Except for the one that goes down here between the slider. And that one there, we stuck some of the purple stuff in. Now we can take them out again. Isn't that neat? And put the purple stuff on. Again. See? And then drive them all in. After we get it all lined up pretty good. And believe me, if I wasn't talking and running the camera, I'm not near as nervous, and I'd be done already. And now you don't listen to those people. You want to go up to Harbor Freight and look at the freaking torque wrenches. They're very good torque wrenches. They got like a Car and Driver magazine or something recommends them very highly. Go up there and get 2 or 3 of them. You'll need another one to cross-check it, so you make sure that they both work, equally. When you torque a bolt, you use the one, and then you come back with this other wrench you bought to check them. That's how you do that. You don't check them by listening to freaking morons on the internet telling you a bunch of their fanboy theories. And this thing actually will tighten it too tight. Okay? That's why I'm only clicking it once. So, isn't this so cool? This new purple stuff? It's because they don't even put this stuff on. And then this one right here goes right in here. See? That's why you don't want to tighten them down like I just did. But it worked anyway. So you need just a little bit. It's so accurate. I mean, this thing is so precision. So yeah, I got these socket set socket caps. Now, you know what? That sucks too. It's some kind of illegal, lawsuit copyright stuff. Because they're really called Allen screws. It's these socket cap high collar screws. And this is called an Allen screw. So you can just say Allen head, sockets for a 3/4. 3/8. But you can't. See how confusing they are? They're trying to make everything so you all have to go to college just to use a freaking... see that? This one's really nice. And I marked it red. Like I said, I got 2 of them, and this one seemed to be the nicer of the 2. And I got 2, one for the garage and one for here. And then I got this 1/4 inch job, see, which is inch pounds, which I never heard before, but it's really easy. You just take 12 times 7, which these are all set at, but because these are longer, so freaking long, I set these at 8 pounds. It just makes common sense, don't it? That they're going to be tweaking, you know, tweak, 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 and you're not going to get the full extra pound. So that's why I did that. Let's see. So, did you hear that? It's because I took a shit. Now I want you to listen for this click. And if we get like a premature click on this first round, we went too far, see, and we didn't. See, and now these are set at 8, whereas the others are 7, because these are like twice as long. And I don't recommend you buying some stainless steel kit. You look it up on the internet and see how. That was a click. Did you hear it? Listen. Hear that? But you can't really tell without the wrench. Here? You didn't know that. Here's the other wrench. Let's start all the way up here. So we're bringing the pan in from the top. See, you don't know when that's going to click. When's it going to click? Doesn't matter how slow you do it either. Hear that? It's done. See? See? Now what you do is you'd actually tighten this another 1/4 inch more. And then you have all kinds of problems with your motor warping. And you call yourself an expert. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you know what? They're not really ashamed of themselves. After you and they all watched my videos, they'll deny that they watched them because their mother already told me. And he says, well, he can't talk to you probably for a couple of months, but he listened to what you said. He just isn't going to admit to it to you. And then you'll see, even when they put the lug nuts now on your car, they use one of these. Why? Because I told them. I get like Mr. McGee, you know, in that short story. They know I'm right. Because you can see, my God, it only takes a little common sense. So if you don't have any, then, yeah, obviously you don't want me to. Hear that? Watch. And that's 8, so we didn't wreck anything. My God, you're probably going up to like 15. Now see, that one is loose again. And that's why we use the deep well to get inside there. And that's why they're color-coded, because they're Harbor Freight. And that's why they're 6-point sockets, because that's what the bolts are, 6-point. You know, what do I need these 12-point for? Huh? Huh? You don't. So you just keep checking them. Unless you're like a real busy man. Busy guy, he is. I'm busy too. That's why I'm paid $120 an hour. And that's with my coffee breaks too. Or my pisser breaks where I get pissed off at you and it'll take a whole hour to charge you. Just because you pissed me off. Won't go away and you're telling me what to do. Do you like that too? I didn't think so. So now we go here because we don't need you to tell me what to do. I already figured it out. Ha 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 ha. Smart ass too, he is. Real smart ass. But see, I see how I did that. See, the washer's already in there, and I tried to put this one on. And then, now what did I do with that other washer? It's already on there. So I had to take it all apart because I didn't want that washer in there exploding the rest of the product inside. So it was one of them jobs that actually takes me like a couple, just like you. Admit you're wrong. Takes a while. Hey, believe it or not, this was harder to put in than anything. See this? You want that much space there. Which looks like about 3/8 of an inch or something. Almost a 1/2 inch on this pin here. Yeah, you do. And how do you do that? You go to just like really turn it with your hands like that. See? And it'll pop back in. If you just have a little bit, like I was having all kinds of problems. So here, this is the stuff I made right here. Dow Corning number 7 release compound. It's just silicone grease. It's the purest form. Dow Corning, you know, I'm one of those fanboys. And you can just put some right here. You know, don't skimp on it. Hell yeah. If you want, put some right here, on here where she slides in. Why? Because like I said, they weren't greased and then they just get all weird. Yep. Nice and greased. They're nice. Then you can just take some and put it between your two fingers like this and just, you know, grease up the new O-ring. This isn't regular grease now, mind you. It's silicone grease. And then just put it right on there. See? And smear the rest on there. And if you want, you could put some of this right in here. This junk. You make that slide in there real nice too. You know? Sure. If you got a little enough finger to fit in there. Now, you can put that washer that I put the two of them in the center. Now I got one on the other side, one on this side, and here's the spring washer. See, you cannot get these things, and don't try to like take some washer like this and use it to put on there, you know. It's just totally weird. And that's even an extra thin. They're stainless, so they don't make them as good, you know. Now you can just pop this right on there. All greased up on the outside, too. Now, I guess you might want to wipe that off first. It's up to you. And just tap it on there with the rubber mallet. And also, to take this off, that's what you do when you loosen the nuts. Go like this way here. See, and then you can pop, you have like a fin right back here and a fin here to pop it off. Or pull it. Yes! And now, we'll use some of this Loctite Low Strength number 22. And if I recall correctly, they were all set at 7 pounds too. And I drilled these out. I have one of those index plates by Irwin, or I have a couple of them, and then you just stick the freaking screw through the hole that it fits. And you don't even really need to know what size drill you need. You just put the other drills in that fit inside the same hole that you stuck a screw in. It's the way I like to work, isn't it? Nice tools. See, we're not too thrilled with this. Can't figure out what's going on there. Not really. So that's what happens. That's why it takes so long. What we got to do now is start all over again. Yep. Like I said, pull that off. Find out what's going on here with you sucker. Same problem. See that? Too much paint in there. So now we got to tap that out. Yeah, you have to. Sorry. So yeah, you don't need no expensive tap set. This one's at Harbor Freight for like 15 bucks now. I got it for $9.99 back in the day, so I've been using it for 15 years. And chase paint out, I don't think you need some big ass freaking tap set. No, it's good stuff. See, it seemed to work. Seemed to know what I was doing too, didn't I? So, are you going to listen to these people that write in? No, you're not, because I noticed that when I let those people take over my channel below, you don't subscribe anyway, because you don't want to listen to their gibberish anyway, and that's all it is. So, you know, I'm going to chase them all out and see how I knew exactly what it was. It's a 6x1. They don't use the same system as we do. They just numbers, you know, like we use in the, I don't never seen anything smaller than a 4, but from like a 4 to a 10 bolt. Yeah. See, and you're actually tapping there if you heard it. So we don't want to tap. But yeah, I've used this thing here to bottom tap out these, see? And if you'll notice, yours aren't stainless. See, mine are stainless and they come from the UK. And they're longer, this much longer, because I tapped right through these all the way out. Because listen, it's hollow, it goes right through. So I want these bolts right here, you know what I mean, to come flush. Put that on there, and the washer again. And now you can put this in. Whoa, wait, screwed it up again. Put the roller cage in. Yeah, put it on. And see, that's all the further it goes. There it goes on all the way. Because see, I didn't move it. It's all lined up. Yes, and now you can stick the other washer on. And now you can stick this on. And then you can stick this bolt in here. And see, now it goes. And get some of them filings out there. And ow! Yeah. Make sure that's on there. Okay. And now you can put this greasy thing back on. And hit it with your rubber mallet. Again, I don't know why you need to buy some freaking, you know, gold, solid gold, Metallica endorsed hammer. I mean, you're just plain nuts, you know that? That's what I think, and I don't need your, you don't want my opinion, then go away. I don't really want your opinion, that's for sure. It's kind of too late to start helping me now. Should have thought of that a long time ago. Now this isn't so critical about tightening, it's just a cover plate. But don't get yourself all wound up about this. See? Making weird noises. Paint freaking cracking. Hey, but it still is a perfect 7 pounds. So don't let them kid you. Tools don't lie. My Harbor Freight tools are the very best. Well, they're not really. I'm not lying to you. They're not. But they do the job. And you don't have to worry too much about people stealing them. Like you buy one of them Craftsman toolboxes. I bought a couple, probably 5 in my lifetime, and they just steal them, the whole toolbox and all. That's why you buy them like that, so they can carry. It's all in a toolbox for them to steal. But the people that steal tools and buy stolen tools have some kind of, snap-on attitude about tools. So they only want stolen snap-ons. Yeah. Husky. Yeah. I got that stuff. It doesn't do the job any better. You just saw me use this cheapo made in China, what do you call it, see? Whatchamacallit. That's what my teacher calls these tools. They don't know what the hell they are. Go ahead, ask her. What is that called, teacher? It's a whatchamacallit, wrench, you asshole, tell her. And you'll see that's how I got in trouble a lot in school. There it is, the slider installed. So before you put these wrenches together, you might as well just check them all again. Sure. Yeah, why not? Tell me why. Tell me why not.